Who's this man? So this is Kevo. Who is the team leader?
We are here as members of Parliament from West Nile, gathered to communicate key frustrating issues to government of Republic of Uganda. We are much affected with the recent killings of our people. From last month, daily we are losing our people, and government is doing nothing about it. We believe government is doing nothing because it has the capacity to stop killing of people. It is a constitutional mandate for government to protect the people and their properties. For 14 years, the issue of atrocities, unnecessary killings, losing of properties in Adjumani district, which is in Madi sub-region and West Nile, has been there for 14 years. But government has failed to stop these killings. We have lost our people, we have lost our properties. We feel government does not have the political will. If it does, it must have sought out these issues. Government is in Somalia, government is in Congo, government is in South Sudan. And yet, within its boundary, there is a problem. For 14 years. We want government to tell us the special interest and benefits it has in making sure that this internal conflict is not resolved. So, Mr. President, we are not happy for you. You made declarations on Apaa, that Apaa is in Adjumani. Honorable ministers made declarations on where Apaa is. But now we are being killed beyond even Apaa. The recent killings are in Okusijoni, 20 kilometers away from the border between us, Adjumani and Amur. We are being killed at the watch of the soldiers. The military deployed in Adjumani has taken sides. That's why there is continuous bloodshed at their watch. So, Mr. President, we are disappointed. You are paying us in this way. As people of West Nile, we have been behind this government. But this is what we are reaping. We want responses from you as Mr. President on why you have decided to maintain this conflict for all this war, or for all this time. What are you benefiting from this? Is it worthy for us to reap this for all the support we have given you as people of West Nile? For the 14 years, systematically the government is planning, orchestrating on how to give our land to the people of Amur, systematically. It started with the issue of border. We won the war. It has gone to land rights. Now what is happening on the ground is the soldiers deployed in Adjumani have blocked our people from using their lands, have blocked our people from settling on their lands, but allowing their Cholis to enter and use the land, allowing other foreigners to come into the land, but not us. So you are just playing tricks with us, telling us the land is ours, but you are not giving us the land. If, Mr. President, as the head of government, you have personal interest in this land, apart from what you told us that the land is ours, please declare your interest so that we know that in your hands we have lost our land. The politicians, politically, they are managing their tricks by joining NRM so that our land is battered and they retain their positions. Mr. President, this land is not a bread you can exchange for any other thing. It's not money that you can exchange for any other thing. We have been supporting NRM government for all this time. Now you believe the opposition in Amur are better than us, and you want to give them our land so that they have a district and they get elected. We are watching. Good enough election in Doha. This time the case will not be the same. It will never be the same until these issues are sorted. Our people are not going to vote until these issues are sorted. So the MPs who are planning to get Apaa as a political reward, we are watching. We are watching. We want also to state this clearly, that the government intentionally is empowering the grabbers of our land. That is through NRM office and the office of the Electoral Commission. The NRM office, headed by Anna Choli, the Right Honorable Todong, went and created a special voting area in Apaa. Mr. Todong could not even call us leaders to notify us about what he's doing. He has already established a special voting area for NRM election. The Electoral Commission has also confirmed that there is going to be voting in Apaa, in Adjumani. Mr. President, your government has disadvantaged us because you have empowered the Acholis more than the West Nile. And when it comes to implementation, they take advantage of their positions. Honorable Todong is using his position. Honorable Mao is using his position. Honorable Mao was on the floor of Parliament. I asked him to explain how the system established a special voting area without involving the people of Mali, without involving the people of West Nile. He didn't respond. Yesterday in the NRM caucus, I asked the same thing. No answer was given, but there's a special voting area in Adjumani, and government is not willing to involve us. We are watching. Mr. President, we are not happy. The people you have empowered are disadvantaging us, are using their powers to grab our land, are using their powers to do things that favors their individual interest. The political supremacy has been highly extended to them vis-a-vis the people of West Nile. Whom do we have in cabinet to help us? We have General Moses Ali. But General Moses Ali, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, the second Deputy Prime Minister, is there because of the Libya agreement. He is there reaping from his sweats, not as a reward to people of West Nile. But, Mr. President, you have kept Honorable Kania for all this time. Why don't you promote our state ministers to also join cabinet? Because we are depressed, we are oppressed, we are discriminated. You are promoting people from the same tribe. You are promoting people from the same sub-region and other sub-regions. What has West Nile has done to you? We are requesting that you promote our state ministers, some of them to also be in cabinet, because you have suffocated us. We don't have leaders in cabinet. Moses Ali is there, and you know his situation. He is there as a result of the Libya agreement you had with Gaddafi. And we are grateful that he played that role. At this point, we are declaring to the nation West Nile, as people of Madi sub-region, we are for a protest. We are not going to go to Yumbe to celebrate the Peace Day. What is the essence of going to Yumbe for a celebration when our people are being butchered? They are chopped into pieces. So we are in a mourning period. We are not going to Yumbe, Mr. President. We don't have peace in West Nile, and you have decided to go to celebrate a peace day. We are going to use that day to mourn and stay with our people. If the upper part of West Nile decides to go for the celebration in Yumbe, but for us in Madi sub-region, we shall not be there. That is Adjumani, Moyo, and Obongi. If you will be able to call us and attend to our issues, resolve the matters, we shall reverse our statement and go for the celebration. But this time, we expect that any action to be taken should be on the ground. Government should move to Adjumani, should move to West Nile, should move to Madi to discuss these matters. We want to thank the Office of the Speaker. The Office of the Speaker accorded us adequate time to deliberate issues concerning this matter. But it is the government, headed by the President, who has failed to implement these decisions. 14 years down the road, we have lost our people and no positive response. So we are protesting, but also if these matters are not handled, don't expect to get votes from Madi sub-region. We are going to mobilize our people not to vote for this government. We are tired because we are being paid negatively. So I request the people of West Nile and Madi sub-region to remain calm. Unless these things are handled, we are not going to vote for this party. Unless these things are handled, we are not going to have the celebration. We are not going to join the people in that celebration in Yumbe. Thank you so much.
Maui, Member of Parliament for Adjumani East Constituency in Adjumani District. I want to take this opportunity this morning to condemn the act which is happening in East Made Wildlife Reserve and Zoka Central Forest Reserve in Adjumani District and the neighboring area which is occupied by our community. This matter has been here and government is aware of it for quite long and no action is taken. We have lost a lot of people in the hands of this conflict, but the government could not come and resolve the situation. The head of state, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, pronounced himself over this matter while in Gulu, saying that Apaa is in Madi sub-region. And when he visited Adjumani district, the same in Olia said the people of Madi, Apaa is in Madi. But this is not enough. If this place is in Madi and people are dying, what is government doing to stop these anomalies? This is the government which fought to come in power. This is the government after getting power. They had a lot of rebel groups, including LRA, but they were able to fight them out. The country is in peace because the activities of Okonye, Alice Lakwenda, and so forth are fought, and they're out of the country. But how about this small issue, which is affecting East Made, West Central Forest Reserve, and Wildlife Reserve? Why don't you solve this issue? You see, our people are dying, but we have a complete brigade unit in Izoka, 501 Brigade, sitting in Izoka. This brigade is supposed to have not less than 1,000 army officers. And in this small area, if we have over 1,000 army officers, why do you allow people to kill each other? We totally blame UPDF for this act because they're on the ground. They are supposed to look after the security of our people and their property, but people are dying. Can UPDF tell us what they are doing in Izoka? If they have a special mission in Izoka, government send them, let them tell us. Because we fail to understand their mission in the area. They are there, but they are not providing security to our people. We have Uganda police. We have field force police, all seated in Izoka, Apaa, and some of these areas. But this is what we are getting as a result of this presidency. So, Mr. President, we want to appeal to you that these are people who are loyal to government. By the way, the West Nile people and the Madesa region are loyal to government. But the loyalty we are paying to the government is not seen. You can tell us if, for you to help us better, we first disturb you for going to be in opposition and so forth, because we fail to understand what we are doing. You send the Right Honorable Prime Minister Robin Anabanza to go and solve this issue. Prime Minister gave three months for people who are seated in East Made Wildlife Reserve to vacate. And people started moving. Again, confusion came. Prime Minister stopped with your activities. And that's what is now bringing a lot of conflict in Apaa, in Izoka, in East Made Wildlife Reserve. Most people pay attention when we mention this small place called Apaa. But I want to tell you, Apaa is a very small place, a very small village in East Made Wildlife Reserve. The whole area is not called Apaa. We don't want to say this is Apaa. No, this is East Made Wildlife Reserve. Apaa is just a small village in this area here. And you are very clear that this land is Made. You are aware, Mr. President, this place was a handing area, East Made handing area. And Adjumani District Local Government Council approved this place to be called East Made Wildlife Reserve, which was approved by Parliament. Now, if this place is in another district or is for actually people, why is the Adjumani District moving with all this and nobody petitioned their act up to now? That time we have people like the Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs who were in Parliament when this approval was done. Mao was a member of Parliament representing Gulu people here in the Parliament of Uganda. But they have not petitioned. Of late till now, you are coming to say, because I'm in the government, I'm occupying a big position, I want this action to be done. Mr. President, what we realize is, once you want to take a decision, this big authority leaders comes and surrounds you and say, if you do this, this is what is going to happen. Now, between Maria and actually, who is important to you? Tell us. If it is them, and then we say, okay, fine. We can go to South Sudan. We have been in South Sudan. You are going to celebrate peace in West Nile sub-region because you are very aware of the history. The people of West Nile were in exile in Congo. They were in exile in South Sudan. And you said you talked to them so that they come back to Uganda, to their place. Now, if this is what we are getting, it is better we get back to where we have been. Because we don't see any sense of us losing people. And again, you want us to go and celebrate peace in West Nile. What is the peace all about? We don't see any peace in West Nile when all these things are happening. Look at the number of people who have been killed. Now, the recent one, 3 people died, including 1 UPDF officer in this small act here, where no even guns are applied at the moment. But even a UPDF officer was killed. Look at this situation here. Your own officers. If this is a small issue, which you think as a government you cannot help us to do, allow us protect ourselves. Allow us protect our properties. Because I cannot see somebody coming to kill me and I remain seated. I can't do that. Even you yourself, you cannot do it. You cannot. So, Mr. President, my only appeal is, this is the issue which we are much aware of it, and this issue can only be solved when we are seated in this area and seeing what has happened and what is happening. And we also want to place to you that we shall not go to Yumbe, because personally I cannot go to celebrate peace when we are leaving our people to bury those who are killed in some of these acts here. We can't go. It makes no sense for me to celebrate peace when already our people are dying. We cannot go for this. Our appeal to you also is, you are aware you have NFA, you have UA. We want to ask them, what are they doing in this district here? In Adjumani, what is NFA doing? What is UA doing? People are settling in the Zoka Central Forest Reserve with their cows. They are not talking about it. They are not evicting them. People are settling with their cows in East Madi Central Wildlife Reserve. They are not chased. Very soon this place is going to become a cattle corridor. Is that what the government wants to see? Is that the plan they have? If that is the plan, tell us, so that we see what we can do also. Traditionally or culturally, we know how lands are divided. We have been telling this thing every time that East Madi hunting area belongs to Madi. The Amuru you are saying, Amuru district we are talking about today was called Clark hunting area. They degazetted their area for settlement. But for us, we thought we also need to have something that can bring revenue to our people, like a reserve. That is why, as Madis, we failed to degazette East Madi hunting area, and it is instead turned to be a wildlife reserve, so that we see some programs which can bring development in the area. But expected, if we cannot use this land, please bring back our land, let our people settle on the land, and then we move on with our economic activities. We also want to ask you, please, can you visit these families who lost their dear ones? Since the time of insurgencies, where we are right now, we lost so many people. We suffered in the hands of LRA. We are not compensated. Instead, the people who have been disturbing us are the ones being compensated. But for us, we are left away. So, can you visit these families and talk to them, compensate them and their properties? Because we have lost a lot of properties, we have lost a lot of life in the hands of this conflict, but the government is doing nothing. The government we trust cannot help us. What can we do? There is nothing. And we can't force you. We are just requesting you. We cannot force you to do what you don't intend to do. But we are requesting if you can. But if you cannot, and then we cannot also mobilize our people for government, to support government activities, support government in terms of election and so forth. You know, sometimes you may think population on the other side is big, but out of this big population, how many people are going to vote? And how many are not going to vote? You cannot lose a solid ground because of an intention to go to another place or to get a population somewhere. You cannot. Therefore, I want to say, all in all, to our people of Madi, let's remain strong-hearted. Let's wait for the action of government. If we cannot see any action being taken, we are here to take our own actions. We are human beings. We are a small population, fine, but when it reaches to the level where we cannot manage, we can even decide to sacrifice our lives. Because there is no another option. I thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, the media fraternity, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Boka Didi George is my name. I am the Member of Parliament representing the people of Obongi constituency, Obongi district in Madi sub-region. I'm also the Vice Chairperson of the West Nile Parliamentary Caucus. This morning, I speak to you with sadness and grief at a time when we want the nation to know about what is happening in Adjumani district of Madisa region in West Nile. Before coming to this press briefing, I had a chat with the medical superintendent of Adjumani General Hospital. As we speak now, there are 3 bodies lying in the mortuary in Adjumani Hospital. A number of people that have been attacked with the intention to kill or maim, that are suffering with their families in the hospital. Many have been displaced from their homes. Many have been stopped from engaging in gainful work at a time when rains have started and they should be cultivating their farms in Okusijoni sub-county, in Itirekwa, and a number of the communities in the neighborhood. Ladies and gentlemen, the problem we're talking about is not a new problem. In West Nile and Madisa region, this is a problem that has been with us for 14 years. It has costed lives. Many have lost their lives and not compensated. It has resulted in immense medical costs for the families that have been attacked and they had to bear the medical costs. It has resulted into economic losses because the people who are supposed to be busy in their farmlands cultivating are waiting for when the next attack is going to happen. It is straining social relationships between the people of Madi and the people of Acholi that have a common heritage and that used to exist peacefully. And ladies and gentlemen, the matter we're talking about has a political cost. First, it will become a political liability to the national resistance movement and to the government, Your Excellency. We appreciate several efforts that have been put in place to de-escalate this conflict. The facts are known to you, the public. The facts are known to the executive. The facts are known to His Excellency, the President. On the 2nd of September 2022, a delegation from West Nile comprising of religious leaders, cultural leaders, political leaders, administrative leaders, and community stakeholders visited State House. A memo was presented by Honorable Ababiku to you, Your Excellency, and you did assure the leaders of West Nile that you know the facts about this contested area. It's no longer a question of the boundary. It's a question of use of the land and settlement of the people. And you promised us, Your Excellency, that before the end of that year, your PPS, Dr. Mona, was to convene a tripartite meeting between the leaders of West Nile, the leaders of Acholi sub-region, and your office. This is the 3rd year. We haven't received any invitation from State House. What is the cost of inaction by your office, Your Excellency, and the government? We are paying through the lives that we are seeing right now lost and lying in the mortuary in Adjumani Hospital. We are paying through the injuries and maiming of people that we are seeing in pain in the hospital. We are paying it through the impoverishment of our people who should be busy engaged in economic activities to liberate themselves from poverty. And we are paying through the strained relationship with our brothers and sisters, the people of Acholi sub-region. And we shall dearly pay come 2026 if we don't take action now. Ladies and gentlemen, these incidences that are tear-rousing are coming at a time when the Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs and State House wants to come to West Nile to celebrate 23 years of relative peace in West Nile. This is an opportunity for us to look back and reflect. Is it worthwhile to pretend that we're going to West Nile to celebrate peace when we are dying, when we are mourning, when we are languishing in hospitals, and when people are displaced? I would like to call for action to government to do the following. Number one is who require decent burial should be buried, and the bereaved families should be provided support. Number two, the sick who are right now meeting medical bills in the hospital need to be supported. The situation needs to be assessed. The Office of the Prime Minister and the Disaster Preparedness Department needs to provide medical, food, non-food items for the sick and the displaced in various communities within the affected sub-counties in Adjumani sub-region. Number three, Your Excellency, this incident that happened demonstrates lapse in security. Over 500 people were mobilized. We need to know who mobilized these 500 people. These 500 people went past 3 detaches. We need to know the motives of the security forces, the UPDF and the police, for not averting this bloodshed. The security chiefs need to account to the Chief of Defense Forces and to their bosses on where were they when these incidences were happening. There was a commander, Afande Koch, when he was in charge of that area, and I was DHO that time in Adjumani. We enjoyed relative peace, but I don't know what happened. There are people who are perpetuating this conflict, Your Excellency, that we must speak to. It would seem there are people within the security circles that are profiteering from this conflict. We need to dig deeper into it. It would seem there are leaders, local leaders and national leaders and regional leaders that are profiteering from the suffering of your citizens in this area. We need to bring these people into book. It would seem there are business interests. There are petrol stations being established in a protected area. By who and for what? There's lumbering taking place, which is affecting the environment. By who? There's charcoal trade that is happening and defying the presidential directive, the 3rd directive. Who are behind this? There are land grabbers that have an intention to grab the land of the people of Adjumani, the people of Madi sub-region, that we need to know. There seems to be an invisible hand in interplay. Who is this invisible hand? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for action. It's not time for lamentations. We have been very, very supportive and have been working 24/7 with the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs to mobilize our people to go and commemorate the 23 years of peace in West Nile. But with the latest developments happening, our appetite for peace celebrations has disappeared. We need time to go and mourn with our people. We need time to go and take care of our sick. We need time to go and resettle our displaced. We need time to engage with whoever feels it's important for us to engage to have lasting peace in Adjumani, lasting peace in Amur, lasting peace in West Nile, lasting peace in the northern region. We have posed as government bigger wars than the conflict over Apaa. why don't we have the will to resolve this matter once and for all? We have fought the LRA. Why don't we have the will to address this simple matter? We have extended and exported peace to DRC Congo, to Somalia, and right now to the Republic of South Sudan. Why have we failed to secure peace and security for the people of Itirikwa, peace and security for the people of Okusijoni, peace and security for the people of Adjumani, peace and security for the people of Madisa region, and peace and security for the people of Northern region, as well as Uganda at large? We are not second-class citizens. We are part and parcel of the citizenry of this great country we call Uganda. And if indeed this is affirmative, we want to see affirmative action from the executive, affirmative action from the legislature, affirmative action from the judiciary, affirmative action from the civil society, affirmative actions from our traditional and cultural leaders, from our religious leaders. Thank you.
Dr. Aquino, I'm the Member of Parliament for Upper Madi County, Madiokolo District. This morning, I want to join the people of Madi Sub-Region in mourning the dead from 2011 to date. I can vividly remember that over the years, there's been a very peaceful coexistence between the people of Acholi Sub-Region and that of the Madi Sub-Region. But from 2011, the situation started to change when some people with the vested interests started to cause insecurity, murder, and destructions in the Madi Sub-Region. Just as it has been said, this is in fact the 14th year when this thing has been failed to be solved. I want to say clearly, Your Excellency, that the political leadership is not willing to resolve this conflict which has lasted for all this time. Just as it has been said, it never took for you a lot of time to resolve some of the conflicts. Your Excellency, you are very aware that in 2002, you signed the last peace agreement between the government of Uganda and the UNLF2, which was led by Bamuze. And from that time, we expected total peace between the people of Acholi Sub-Region and the Madi Sub-Region. But we are so disappointed that all these years, the issues have been discussed at various levels. There has been no shortage of engagement where the issue of Apaa has been handled. Your Excellency, you are aware that from 9th Parliament, 10th Parliament, and even this 11th Parliament, there have been committees formed to go and dig deeper into all this, and you are aware of all the reports that have been submitted, and in your own words, Your Excellency, you declared to the people of this country that Apaa belongs to the Madi Sub-Region or the Madi people. But to date, if we see people dying, to date, if we see people being butchered, killed like any other wild animal, Your Excellency, we are so disgusted. We want to understand clearly and, in fact, let you know that West Nile Sub-Region has, in fact, been left out in most of the developmental issues in this country. In fact, anything, Your Excellency, that is done in West Nile is not done out of goodwill. And that is exactly why we still see our people being killed like that. It's very unfortunate that these last killings, brutal killings, have come at a time when we are supposed to celebrate the 23 years of peace in the West Nile. Your Excellency, we appreciate the efforts that the government made to bring peace in West Nile region. You are aware of all the situations that we have suffered as a region. But now at a time when we thought we are going to celebrate the 23 years of relative peace, we also see the UPDF under your command taking sides in resolving the issue of Apaa. I think there is no political will to end this conflict. And Your Excellency, we want to also take this opportunity to let you know that West Nile has been marginalized in a number of areas, whether it be restocking, whether it be compensation, whether it be infrastructural development and what have you. It is a big challenge that we have faced, and we want to call upon you to take immediate actions. Your Excellency, as we go for this peace celebration, of course, the people of Madi sub-region definitely cannot participate in this because we are still trying to see how those who are captured, we don't know their state, we don't know whether they are still alive or dead. We have already those who are in the mortuary, and we therefore cannot have a celebration within this shortest time when we are still mourning with our people. Your Excellency, you need to take immediate action to resolve this. Thank you.
My name is Geoffrey Feta. I'm the Member of Parliament, Ayivu Division East Constituency in Arua City, and I'm also the Chairman, West Nile Parliamentary Caucus. I wish to take this opportunity to join my colleagues, the Honourable Members of Parliament from West Nile, in relaying our dissatisfaction to government and particularly to His Excellency, the President General Yoweri Museveni, for continuously demonstrating lack of will to resolve the matter of East Adjumani Wildlife Reserve. People have been killed continuously, year in, year out, as security watches, as government watches. And yet, government has all the facts on this land. My biggest disappointment is in September 2022, as leaders from West Nile, we met the president at State House Entebbe, and the president pledged to convene a tripartite meeting in 2 weeks' time. Today, it has taken more than 2 years and 6 months when the president has deliberately refused to call a meeting to resolve this matter. Therefore, land grabbers have taken advantage to grab land in this area. The land grabbers are conniving with the security agencies to kill people. The people who are dying are largely on the side of Adjumani. This means there is a deliberate connivance between government and Acholi to kill the people of West Nile. If this connivance was not there, the 501 Brigade would be able to prevail over the security situation in that place, and they would avert any killing. Yesterday, when we called the brigade commander of that area, he was not willing to tell us what is taking place. That means security is not in charge. So why should government allow a state of anarchy to prevail within a country that is largely perceived to be peaceful? This is one. Two, I want to put government on notice that West Nile has 2,300 NRM votes. Third after Ankole and Busoga, NRM has gotten enough votes from West Nile, but we continue to be marginalized. The entire population of 3.9 million people do not have a member of the cabinet. We don't have any member leading a ministry in this country, but we continue to vote for NRM, year in, year out. It is time we let our people know that this government is not willing to work with us. This government is not willing to promote us. The government is willing to only promote their Cholis to fight us. This will not continue. I want to appeal to the president to immediately convene a meeting to resolve this matter, not later than the end of this week or this month. Because we cannot continue to have people die recklessly. Uganda cannot become Somalia. Uganda cannot become South Sudan. Uganda cannot become other countries where there is lawlessness. And yet the president has repeatedly, on very many occasions, said East Made Wildlife Reserve is in Adjumani, it is not in Acholi land, and therefore it belongs to the people of Made. So if the facts are known, why can't you resolve this matter? Shall we be wrong to think you have deliberately allowed this divisionism to continue to move on so that people can be killed? Yet you are the president we have believed in, we have respected for all these years. I want to appeal to you to resolve this matter. Lastly, of political appointments. In this conflict we have seen, if you don't have senior government ministers in this country, your people will continue to be suffering. Whenever this matter comes, the Acholis who are in ministries position themselves to go and attempt to resolve this matter. It is just like sending monkeys to resolve a case of the forest. How then do you send people who are interested, who are conflicted, to attempt to resolve a matter in which they want to grab land? So it is high time we speak the truth. The truth is golden. However much you delay it, the facts are there. I want to appeal to the President to resolve this matter. One, by putting the facts bare. Two, appoint positions of cabinet from West Nile. We have voted for you. We have voted objectively. We have supported you honestly. But from the positions of appointments you have given, we have clearly seen you are not interested in working with the people of West Nile. I thank you.